I am at the Kamakya temple. Most of us thought that periods are impure. This temple says the opposite. Here, menstruation is sacred. The goddess herself is believed to menstruate. If periods were truly impure, this temple wouldn't have existed. Maybe purity was never about the body. Maybe it was always about the mind. Let me show you what this temple really teaches.
In early Indian tradition, periods were not feared. They were respected. People saw it with a sense of wonder that women could bleed, create life and still live normally. That ability was seen as power, not weakness. Periods were not treated as a problem to be fixed, but as a force to be respected. Kamakya treats periods as power, as something to be honored. So how did periods start being seen as bad? It begins with an ancient story told in the Vedas. The Vedas tell us Indra kills Vritra. Vritra was a powerful being who blocked the waters of the world. Indra kills him to release rain and restore life. In doing so, Indra incurs Brahmahatya, the gravest moral burden in Vedic thought. Indra cannot carry this burden alone. Indra decides to divide this burden. A part of it goes to the earth, a part to trees, a part to water, and a part is placed on women. That share of burden returns every month as a cycle. Over time, this episode changed on how periods were understood. What was once seen as power began to be seen as burden. Not because women changed, but because meaning did. Over time, belief was turned into law. Dharma Shastra texts were written to organize society and fix social boundaries. What was once symbolic was written down as rule. Rest during periods was turned into restriction. Women were asked to stay separate, then they were treated differently. Slowly, that difference became impurity. Nothing changed in the body, only how society looked at it did. But this was not the only Hindu tradition. The Tantric and the Shakta traditions kept the older understanding. They saw periods as powerful and auspicious, and therefore left undisturbed. Kamakya belongs to this tradition. That is why this temple never changed.
So what changed? Not our scriptures, not our temples. What changed was how we began to look at the female body. Kamakya didn't forget, we did.